Hello, my name is Ector. Welcome back to Sky Factory 3. Yes, we are back. And if you saw a little warning, by the way, how is everyone? I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good day. But if you saw my warning about the labels on last episode, well, we've had to roll back a bit. That's why we don't have the reborn storage thing here, because technically I haven't made it yet in this world. I had to kind of roll back a bit. So basically what happened, you saw me kind of put all the labels on here and it looked really nice. But then when I kind of logged out, logged back in, oh wow, the glitches that happened were quite bad. So half of this roof was basically kind of gone, although it wasn't gone because I couldn't fly through it. It kind of would just glitch me out. All of these, the external storages were faced the wrong way. All of the disk drives were faced the wrong way. Like, it was quite bad. It was quite bad. So I thought, I don't really want to have to fix all of this. That's a bit of a pain. And, you know, doing the roof again, oh, I didn't want to do that. So I just kind of rolled back a little bit. And I just kind of didn't have the reborn storage. And I was going to move that anyway. So it didn't really matter too much. It didn't matter too much. But just as a little warning, don't be using that yet. Because, yeah, there's some bug fixes to be worked out, so we're gonna have to leave that for a while, which is a shame because I really like that. I really like that. But anyway, onwards to today, and you already know what's happening. You can see it on the thumbnail, you know before I do. But boom, we're gonna be doing stuff over there, and look at that. No more mob farm. I've just removed that. Because we don't really need it, we don't really use it, and you know, a lot of mega torches were kind of pretty much rendering it obsolete, really. So I've moved that out of the way, and I've got a very tiny. If we go over here, there we go, a very tiny circle, one of the smallest circles we have on our base. So far, and this is where we're going to build the auto wither nether star killer generator thing. Also, just on the topic, well, not really. I'm just doing a segue here, but people have been asking for world downloads, which is like a really cool thing and like a compliment as well. So I will do one, and I thought I'd do one after we do this and the factory. And then you can, you know, and I'll clean this stuff up, and then you can have a nice world to have a look at. Because right now it's still a little bit of a mess, and I thought I don't want to do a world download yet, and we're building two things first. So after that, I will do one. Okay, so thank you so much for asking. That's a really nice thing. Also, you guys were brilliant at name giving for the base up here. So let's just have a look. I'm just going to go onto my other screen at the comments. So we had the hub. We had a couple of people saying maybe the hub, which I thought, yeah, that's quite nice. We had the penthouse, which I thought was funny. We have, what else? Oh, the mother dome, which I thought was quite nice. And then someone put, how about the sliced Death Star? And I thought that was kind of nice. I don't like the word sliced though, and I thought, because obviously you can see why. You know, half a kind of sphere basically. So the sliced Death Star. Now we are going to do something with the Death Star kind of build as well. So I wasn't sure, but I thought, what about, because it is basically a half kind of star. Maybe we call it. Like, maybe we introduce the demi meaning half, of course, as in half more, demi more. Maybe, and I thought maybe demi star, the demi star. But then I thought, well, maybe the star, because that is, you know, it's like I don't know, it's a life thing, and that seems to work for energy. Maybe the demi-moon. I don't know. Let me know what you think about those, demi-star or demi-moon. Demi-moon doesn't sound as good. Demi-star, I think, to me, sounds a lot better. The demi-star. We need to go back to the demi-star. So, yeah, let me know about that. Anyway, onwards to today. Where am I? I need to be in here. We're going to be doing some stuff. I've already got some stuff in my inventory. I'm kind of doing a little bit of prep, but I wanted to do some of it with you. So the first thing we need is a shield projector, is it? Yes. Let's see, can we make one of those? Yes, tier 1. tier 2, and then we need tier 3. Lovely stuff. That was very simple. We need some shield templates, and we're probably going to need a fair few of these. There we go. Hopefully that will be enough. Let's put some of these away as well. Let's use the old bag here. And what this will do, basically, is it will trap the wither. It will trap the wither and it won't be able to get out, which is a very cool system, I think. Also, what we need is some crafters from RFTools. Crafting state. Yeah, there we go. So, I'd like... Oh, what do we not have? Oh, okay. Let's make a few of these. There we go. There we go. Right, so 2 of those, and then crafter tier 2, and then crafter tier 3. Ah, really? Really? That's so irritating. There we go. And bam. Right, so we have 2 crafter tier 3s. And then basically, yeah, we should basically pretty much get started. So what I thought, the whole kind of thing is, I was looking around for wither killers, and I kind of came upon a Reddit thread that said, hey, the shield projector tier 3 pretty much does that. I thought that would be cool. That's a really nice thing. Oh, I need a wrench, actually. Do I have one of those wrenches? No, I don't think I do. I forgot about that. So I thought we'd use that. And then I found a couple of videos which kind of, they influenced my design. So I will put both of them in the description. One of them is by Chokester, who kind of often comments on my video, always gives really handy advice, and I can't quite remember. I will look it up, but both of them will be in the description if you want to kind of check those designs out, because basically my design is going to be, well, it's kind of overblown. You don't need to do all of this. You can make it way simpler, but I just thought this would be cooler. So that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, wrench. I need a wrench. One of these wrenches. Yes. Smart wrench. There we go. Right. So let's go back over here now. Have I got an angel block? Have I? Yes. Excellent. So, no, wrong bit. There we go. What I wanted to do, first of all, this I believe is the center. We need to kind of go up a little bit. Oh, dang it. Well, you're on the wrong thing, but is that high enough, do we think? I think maybe a couple of blocks up, a little bit up, something like that. Is that high enough? I think that's a good height. So, what we're going to be doing is we're gonna kind of make the wither using constructors from Refined Storage, which is awesome. I was going to use Actually Additions auto places, but constructors are like way easier, like a lot easier to kind of set up and do. So we are definitely going to be using that. Let's put you out there as well. So that. Oh, and it's nighttime already. Well, that's a little bit irritating. You there, bam, and then you get a dislocator receptacle. So all this is Draconic evolution. And what we're going to do is we are basically going to spawn in the wither just above here, and then using this dislocator, you link this to a location. You kind of I think shift click it, and then you put that in there, and it opens up a portal basically. So the portal, the wither going to spawn here, is going to fall down basically into the shield projector up here, and that's what's going to take him out. And then we're going to obviously get the things in, and then we're going to have, because obviously we have not in range, there we go, we have the essence of both the wither and the nether essence to make the skulls and to make the soul sand. Now this is a bit annoying. The rollback, I had about 3,000 each of these, but never mind. We're kind of making those easily enough, so that's not too much of an issue. So we're going to auto craft these with the crafters. I'm going to pump those into there, and we're going to make them with the crafters. Now, I know, I could set up auto crafting via Refined Storage. I know this, I do know, but I just thought it would be nice to use something different, basically. And we're kind of using a bit of RFTools for this. So I thought, let's just go the whole hog with RFTools. So I'm going to set up some of this stuff. Basically, I'm going to use some, what is it called? Oh, where is it? I don't have it anymore. I'm going to use some wither-resistant glass around there. So wither-proof glass, which is mystical agriculture. You kind of essence around glass, and that's what you get, which I have tons of. So that's pretty easy, and we're gonna set that up just around there, just to protect that. So I'm gonna just set that up briefly, and then we'll move on to the next part. I have been busy. Oh yes. So look at this. You can see there's a lot of kind of stuff going on, but it's actually quite simple. So I just built up a little cage of witherproof glass. Now this is actually just in case, and also slightly for aesthetic value, but we'll come to that afterwards. Really, the wither should immediately drop and then be transported up there. So what we've got here, I've got a network receiver that is basically dialed in to my network. Very nice. I put a wireless transmitter on here because I was tired of flying over there just to get stuff out. So this is quite nice. And then we have 7 constructors just kind of pointed into this little thing here. Now, I'm kind of uncertain. I don't know if I need to make these bits a little bit bigger, because I don't know if the wither will spawn in a cage like that. We will see. I kind of think maybe not, but I didn't want to make this too much bigger, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll see. So these constructors are basically filtered. They are filtered to just, you know, pull the correct thing, and this one here is set to redstone only, and then we've got a network, a redstone receiver, and over here we have a network, a redstone transmitter. Oh man, redstone transmitter. There you go. So if I were to pull that lever, basically what would happen is that constructor would turn on. It would kind of auto place the wither skull, and it would make the wither, potentially. I don't know if it does it in there yet. So that's how that works. Very simple. This was kind of done by Chokester, as I said, so link is in the video. I was going to do all this with auto places, but this is, I think, a lot simpler and just a lot nicer. So there we have that. So that's kind of the phase 1. Phase 2 is over here. So we have the shield projector tier 3. And then we have an ender chest with an advanced item collector, and I didn't realize these were in here. I used to love these things, and I didn't realize. That's why I've been using vacuum chests. Didn't realize that these things were in there. I've got it connected to a flux network, so it's kind of pulling from my network over there, but I've also added 2 solar panels. Now, one of these should very much kind of be enough for this, but I just thought, just in case something happens and I'm using some power over there or something like that, it has these 2 solar panels, and if it's night, well, you can see these hold a lot of charge as well. So that's why I've got 2 there. It's basically insurance. It's just insurance. One of those should be more than enough to run this. I've kind of tested this. Now, we just need to bring this up here like that, and then have I actually not got any more? No, I don't. Wow, that was lucky there. Okay, so template block, shield template. There we go. Let's get another couple of stacks just in case. That will be overkill, but that is fine. This whole kind of project is kind of overkill, but you know, why not? Why not? We're playing modded. We've got all the resources that we need, so this is all good. So what you do basically with this shield kind of projector, you make the shield out of these templates like that. There we go. Very nice. Boom, boom. And then we come over here. And then we need to set up the kind of specifics of what can go through and what can't. So, entity that matches this filter cannot pass. Entity that matches this filter can pass but gets damaged. We want it. Entity that matches this filter cannot pass and gets damaged. So whatever kind of goes in there cannot get out and will get damaged. But we don't want it to be everything. We don't want to be in there. We don't want it to be passive. We want it to be hostile. So any kind of hostile mob that ends up in there will not be able to get out and will take damage. Now, the next thing we do is we need to put player. so I can get through there. Just in case, you know, if I need to do anything, I can get in there and sort stuff out. And the last thing that I need to put in there is item. Items can pass through because obviously we want the nether stars. We want the nether stars to be able to come through there. So actually, and the last thing is I want this to be set to black, and I can't remember. I think I wanted a solid shield texture, so let's do that. That's not what I wanted. Let's try that again. Solid, invisible. I think it might just be the shield, or I think transparent is literally transparent, which I don't want. Or maybe it's not. Maybe it isn't. Oh, I keep doing that. Ah, yes, it is that. That is what I want, which I do think that looks quite cool. I think that looks quite cool. I like that. I like that. So the next thing that we have to kind of set up is the kind of crafters that basically will craft the essence into wither skulls and nether warts. So that's what I'm going to be doing now. And by now, I mean, you should obviously be able to tell from the thumbnail, but hopefully you can start to tell what the kind of aesthetic thing that I'm trying to achieve here is. Hopefully. But let me mess around with these auto crafters first. Oh, it's starting to come together. Oh yes, I've done quite a bit of work, as you can see, and I'm pretty certain that even if you haven't seen the thumbnail already, you can pretty much kind of tell what this is meant to be, and I think it's turned out pretty well. So I've used kind of Tinker's black stained glass to just join these things up. I've added a little kind of thing around here, then just added like a little extra kind of body bit, as you can see, and these are just in here just in case. And what I've got is I've got a crafter, tier 3 crafter, with a redstone receiver, which is linked to the same one as this one is as well, so they're all kind of linked together. Oh, let's just take that off. A flux, is it plug? I can't remember which one's which. A flux point, 2 flux points there, and you can see basically I've got an exporter, that's it, exporter hooked up here to our network, so that exports all the essence into both of them. I've got this set to wither skeleton recipe, very simple. This is set to redstone mode on to activate, and it's set to slow because I'm not certain how kind of quick I need this to be really. I'm not certain. Haven't tested this out at all. I thought we'd do it on camera, and then obviously from here it's just like a little conduit into ender chest, which will obviously go straight into our system. So there we go. The only thing I've added here, I added a timer from RFTools sets to 600 ticks, so that should be about 30 seconds, and that's what I thought. I don't want one after the other kind of spawning in. That will probably break something, so I don't want that. I thought we'd kind of avoid that. What else? Oh yes, where is it? There we go. I forgot. The hostile solid damage, we need to put the player damage on, I think, to make it like the player is doing the damage rather than just generic. And also you can put looting on here, and I don't know how this works. Is that it? Not. I mean, I presume that's a shard and it's letting me put that in, so I don't know. I wasn't sure if it was like, you know, infusing, which I also, by the way, I infused. Oh, interesting. Really? I infused that and it's not worked. Why has that not worked? Well, that is very odd because I did infuse it. I've not got another random shield generator, have I, that I just infused? RFTools? Did I just infuse something else completely random? Did I infuse like a crafter or something? Is that what I did? I'm so confused. I'm very confused. Let's just have a quick... Oh, come on. There we go. We didn't infuse that. Did we infuse that? No. I don't know. I don't know then. I was certain I'd infuse this. Okay, I will do that. I will do that. I think it helps with power efficiency generally in RFTools. So yeah, there we have it. One of the last things we need to do is take our dislocator and then come in here and kind of select a good spot in the middle. I want it, and I am flying so that it kind of lands right, you know, pretty much bang in the middle, really. Yes, I think this is good. So let's, there we go. That is bound to that. And then what you do is you click that in there. So that will immediately, as soon as it spawns, it'll kind of fall down. Withers always kind of fall, basically. So it'll fall down and it'll immediately go into there. So that should all be good. I need to put that one off there like that. And I think I put wither glass there like that. So there we have that. So we're almost ready to test. Let me just infuse that quickly and then we'll test it. Okay, so it won't let me infuse it, which leads me to think that I did actually infuse it. And for some reason, oh yeah, there we go. So having a bit of issues there with recognizing the fact that it was infused. But it is, so let's put you back there. Let's see if this is all back on. So solid damage, hostile, damage done by player. Players can pass through. Yes, items can pass through. That looks all good. Let's hit that. And that should kind of be it. So as soon as I kind of hit that switch, this all should work. And I want to see actually if this will start working as well. I kind of need to test this out properly. Oh, I'm nervous. I am so very nervous. So we should maybe put this elsewhere, actually. Let's move it for now. Can I get out here? There we go. Just so we can actually see. That would be a nice thing, I think. It would be very nice to be able to actually see this happen. So we put that there. We put that into there. That's gone the wrong way, hasn't it? Of course it has. There we go. So I believe that this should spawn a wither there. That should immediately teleport in to the RFTools shield projector thing. That should then start taking damage and we should get another star in the system. And these guys should basically both start making, that should start making soul sand and that should start making wither skulls. This is what should happen when I flick this lever. And I thought I'd do this for the first time on camera because if things all go wrong, you can at least laugh at me panic. Because that will happen. So, boom. And nothing has happened. That is a very anticlimactic thing. Oh, is it because there's a timer? I'm guessing, yes, it will be, won't it? There'll be a time delay. That is what will have happened. So that should be on now. So we should be waiting about 30 seconds. I don't know how long's passed. Maybe I should use a different timer just because I know there's another one that actually lets you know how long is going down, the other timer in the pack. Okay, so that isn't working for whatever reason, but the crafters are definitely working. They are making the wither skeleton skull. So that is something that is working. So I need to figure out what's not working there. Right, I think I figured it out. It was the timer. It doesn't quite work the way I kind of thought it did, which is the way that this works. But then what happens here? Oh, and that for some reason has gone to 6, to that, done. That should be on, okay. Yes, is that? Why are you not staying as that many? That is a bit annoying. Like, is that a bug? I mean, that says 630 seconds there, but basically you've got to provide this with a constant redstone signal in order to lock itself. So obviously I had to kind of invert the signal with a redstone. I'm sure there's like an easier way of, or no, not an easier way because this is the easiest way, but a better kind of more technical way of doing this. But I think that should work now. The redstone kind of receiver, it kind of comes out a little bit more than I wanted now, but it should still work. It should basically still work. And this is all set now. That is all set. So let's try again. Let's try again. Let us try again. Oh yes, and now it will be a 30-second countdown. Oh, of course, I actually forgot that again. I forgot that again. So We are... No? Aha, right. This is now not doing what I thought it would do. Why is this not working the way I want it to? That should be getting a redstone signal surely to switch that off. Oh, more little tweaks. Okay, it is working. I had to add a redstone repeater to actually get signal into here. So that, you can see, is off now. That is actually counting down. So we have about 10 seconds before this should work. Repeat, should. So far, this has been a little bit not worky, but let's hopefully see that turn on. Please. Yes, and that totally worked then. That totally worked. Let's get my sword ready, and just in case, come on. Come on. So that is stuck there, as you can see. Oh yes, and that totally worked. That totally worked. So this should basically now kind of go again, really. Yes, 3 seconds. We should see another one. Oh, that did do it, but for some reason... Interesting. There's surely... Is there not no wither skulls? I don't know. You would think there would be. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's plenty. So I don't know why that didn't work. Man. So many little niggly things to work out with this. Let's see if that doesn't happen again. Oh, yeah, that pulsed again and didn't work again. Why did it work the first time? Oh, man. That was the most stressful thing. This is about 3-4 hours later. Lots of stuff happened. I tried so many different things, and you can see I've kind of finished it off in the meantime as well, and I think it looks pretty nice. I've had to kind of fudge the kind of heads a little bit because with the heads, they're even based, and it kind of makes this hard to kind of do unevenly, but I think it just about looks all right. I just used more Tinker's kind of glass. I've got some here as well, some grey and then light grey, and I think that works. I think it works. It looks a little bit, you know, it's not exact, but I think it's a pretty good facsimile. And I've got some black quartz here as well that I've kind of chiseled and bitsed on just to hide the infused obsidian. It was kind of just making it was standing out too much. But anyway, what I've ended up doing, and this is ridiculous, by the way, like utter ridiculousness that I've had to kind of do. So I've ended up with a sticky piston and a block of redstone. So what was happening basically is that it wasn't getting a strong enough and long enough pulse. Now, there's probably a better, cleaner way to do this, but for the love of anything that is pure, I cannot find it, at least not tonight. It's not happening. I've tried so many different things. At one point, I replaced it with an auto placer from Actual Editions, but that has like an inventory of 9, and I was trying to get around that, and oh man, it's just so many things. But this seems to be working, but because of the way the timer works, I've got to stop that with inverting that. I've got to have that repeater there because putting the receiver straight into that block doesn't seem to do anything. And then the repeater needs to be on 4 ticks to make that kind of pulse out long enough for it to actually place a skull. Then I've got this here, which is the Wither Boss Death Muffler, and you can see you can put glasses on him, and if you do that, you don't get the boss bar up at the top as well, and then just a sound muffler, just in general. But let's have a look. So I have, if we go closer, there we go. Right, this is going to be like a bumper episode. I've got 13 nether stars. You can see I've been kind of using it just to test. But if we do this now, it should only be about 9 seconds. So we should see it pulse that block down. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This was working like literally a minute ago before I started recording. Let's just see again. Because if this isn't working now, then honestly, I just don't know anymore. Right, 9 seconds. let's see. That should pulse down and it should be long enough to turn this on. There's clearly something a bit buggy with the constructor because it... Oh, there it is! There it is. That worked that time. That worked that time. And you can see no boss bar, which is very nice. And no sound. Oh, no sound. Look at that. Look at that. Right, let's see if it does another one now. This is so much effort, but I hope you'll agree that this looks pretty awesome. Like, I'm really quite pleased with the way it's come out, even though that has taken me ages. Yes, there is another one. I think this is a pretty unique kind of Wither Star Nether killer. Nether Star killer? No, Nether Star auto Wither killer. And if we look at the Nether Stars, we should see... There you go, I've got 14 now. I should be getting more soon. That is pretty awesome. Have we got another one? Have we got another one? Yes, 15. There you go. That is working. That is working very nicely. Oh, man. So, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like. Give me a comment because this took so long. So long. This is the longest build that, out of all of those and everything here, this has been the longest by far. So a like or comment would be very much appreciated. If you can help me kind of thin that kind of little timer doodad down, that would be very much appreciated. Please do let me know. But otherwise, thank you so much for watching. I've been Ector. This has been Sky Factory 3. And I will see you in the next one. Auto Nether Stars at last.